Hello, Scott Brooks here. Today I've created a short video to show you what I call the 3+3 online marketing strategy. I really believe the most challenging aspect of running an online business has to be generating traffic. Creating products really isn't that challenging. I mean, you can crank out a quality product in a relatively short amount of time. However, getting people to see that product that you have to offer is a whole other animal. And so that's why it's important to have a plan, to have a systematic approach to generating traffic. And so today I provided that for you, and I hope this is going to be helpful. I really see this as a great starting point. I mean, it's once you've mastered this is something you could build on, you can scale, and maybe even outsource some of the work if you want to take this to the next level. But this, like I said, this is a great starting place. So let's go and get started. As the title suggests, and you might imagine, we're going to take a look at things that you would do 3 times weekly, and there are some things you would do 3 times daily. Now we're going to start with the weekly tasks, and there's a reason for this. This whole strategy is actually synergistic, meaning that one task actually benefits another. We're going to really squeeze everything we can out of every bit of our marketing efforts. So let's start with video uploads. I suggest that you upload 3 videos per week, and you need to spread those out. Don't do one Monday, one Tuesday, and one Wednesday. If all possible, spread them out evenly throughout the week. And in the video, the videos need to be highly targeted, to what you have to offer. I mean, you see a lot of crazy fun videos on YouTube, and that's all cool. But if you're running a business, if the purpose of your video, well, you should have 2 purposes. Of course, first and foremost, to provide quality content and value to the people watching. Then you also want to show people what you have to offer. If you created a product or a service that you're proud of, that you believe is high quality, don't be ashamed to pitch it at the end. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's what this strategy is all about. And so, highly targeted to your offer. Have a clear call to action. So at the end of your video, tell people about what you have to offer. Show them a link within your video. And of course, you'll want to provide a link within your description, and also have some good tags. Okay, that's 3 videos per week. Let's take a look at blog posts next. You want to create 3 blog posts. And so the reason we started with videos is because we're going to use our videos within our blog post. So this is it's a fantastic way to save time. And what you would do here in this strategy is simply you would take that video, the source code from your video, and you would create a post and put that within your post, that source code, and you would take the transcribed text or a portion of it and put that in your post. Now, what I recommend you do to really squeeze everything you can out of your efforts is to have your videos transcribed to text. You can do this yourself. It takes a little time. Or you can use a service such as castingwords.com, or there's many of them online that are relatively inexpensive. But I think that's definitely worth it, because you want to have different forms of your content, video, maybe even audio, and certainly text. And so what I recommend, have that video transcribed. You're going to use that video in each of your 3 posts each week. And you can't just put a video. You got to include some text. So you can use that. You can use the transcribed text with the video in there, or you can use a snippet of your transcribed text, or you can just create your own 2 or 3 sentence description about the video. And that's what I actually recommend you do. I recommend, if you take this approach that I'm recommending by having your video transcribed, I recommend taking all of that transcribed text and uploading that to an article directory such as Ezine Articles. And so that way you have a whole nother traffic source there that you didn't really have to create, because it was part of your video anyway. You don't have to create an article from scratch, because you already had that quality text from your video. And then write a little snippet about your video and your blog post. Put that source code in there, and there you have your post. Do that 3 times per week, and you'll be in business. And so in this blog post, Uh, you also want to include pinnable images. And the reason I say this, pinnable, I mean for Pinterest. If you're familiar with Pinterest, it's just an incredibly popular site, highly trafficked, and it's a great opportunity if you put images in your blogs for people who maybe they read your blog and they want to put it on Pinterest. You need an image in your post for people to be able to pin. Pinterest is all about images. So this is a great way to generate more traffic to your blog, is to always include an image in your blog post. It needs to be an image too that someone would want to pin. It doesn't need to be something just crazy boring. It needs to be it could be something funny, something descriptive, and certainly something relevant to your blog post. But it needs to be something that catches the eye as well. And so that's important. So those are the things you do weekly. That's simple enough, right? Let's take a look at the things we'll do daily. Tweets, pins, and Facebook posts. Let's talk about Facebook first. And with Facebook, this could be to your, to a personal page. I recommend you having actually a fan page. Would be better, something separate from your own profile. And here's some good tips for your Facebook posts. You don't want to just pitch constantly. I mean, that's going to turn people off. You have to remember why these sites were created. They're social media. They're designed for interaction. And there's so many ads on Facebook already that it really turns people off if they're pitched to all the time. And so you want to make sure you have a combination of things. It's okay to post about your blog and your video, but do it in a creative way. Don't just say, "Hey, check out my latest blog post here, the link." You need to have something that you write or you show them that's going to entice them to actually click and go read your blog. And also, I think it's important to post images of quotes that you write, quotes that you find that other people have written. And I mean, gosh, that's hugely popular right now. You look on your news feed, you'll see all quotes all the time, and people like them. They love to see quotes. And also funny images too, heartwarming images. It can't be all business all the time, or you're going to drive people away. And then also post interactive. Things like questionnaires, surveys, etc. Get people to interact with you. To converse with them. So that's very important for Facebook. Okay, let's take a look at Twitter. Now, with Twitter, it's just real simple. Just you can post tweets about your video, point people to your video, your Facebook page, your blog, mix it up, and do it in a creative way. You don't want to write the same tweet 2 or 3 times a day promoting your blog, for instance. Do it creatively, and I would also include non-business tweets. You got to again remember what the social media is all about. It's about interaction. It's not just about spamming it with offers and your stuff. So do some retweets. Do some tweets about your personal life. There's nothing wrong with that, to mix in business with. I think that's in this day and age, it's to your benefit to do that. And because we're real people, right? We're not robots or spam bots, and so that's important. Same thing applies with Pinterest. You just want to keep it real. You can create pins that point to your blog, your video, your Facebook page, but you want to do non-business related pins too. I mean, share your favorite recipes, share images of your pets, or do some repins. I mean, most of the pins on Pinterest are actually repins from things other people have posted. So anyway, it's a great tool, but just use it wisely, and just remember to be a human. So that's basically it, folks. A very simple plan, right? And this plan is very powerful if you work it. I mean, if you work it consistently, and there are times you won't feel like creating a video. You think, I just don't feel like it. But you need to go ahead and you push through, and if you do, it's going to pay off. You're going to be glad that you did, because you're going to start seeing the results as long as you follow these instructions and you just stick to the plan. Well, I certainly thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope this information has been helpful. If you're interested in starting your own business online, or perhaps you have started your own business and you find yourself a bit stuck, I would love to help. just go to try-sip.com. That's try-sip.com. Take care.